You train every day. You push hard. You sweat buckets. And in your head, this is what you're building. This is how you think you look. But let's be honest, this is what's really staring back in the mirror. You've done the work, you've done the grind, you're soaked in sweat, out of breath, proud of the effort, but that's not the key, not by itself. You go stand in front of the mirror, trying to see progress, hoping the lighting's just bad today. Light on, light off, still soft. Still not what you imagined. One version exists in your head. The other one shows up in real life. And if they don't match, something's off. You're doing a lot. Set after set, reps on reps, push-ups until your arms feel like noodles and the floor is covered in sweat. It looks like you're crushing it. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Effort isn't progress. Training harder doesn't mean training smarter. And in calisthenics, it's easy to confuse the two. You keep chasing reps, thinking it's volume that'll burn the fat. It won't. If you don't slow things down, you're just moving around without doing much. It looks like a workout, but it's not helping. You don't need to do more. You need to make each move harder. Hold the position longer, go slower, feel the effort. That's how the body changes. A clean set of 5 can change your body more than 50 careless ones. But even if your training gets smarter, it still won't work if the food side is off. This one stings. Because the food seems clean. Chicken breast, brown rice, oats. But the peanut butter didn't measure itself. The sauce didn't log its macros. And no, olive oil doesn't count as 0 just because it's from a spray bottle. What most people call healthy eating is still overeating. Not dirty, just too much. And that's the problem. Fat loss isn't about good food or bad food. It's about totals, about math, about being brutally honest with what goes in. And most of the time, we're not honest. That's where Cal AI steps in. You snap a photo, and it gives you the real numbers. Calories, protein, carbs, fats, all broken down instantly and logged automatically, no typing at all. That salad looked healthy, greens, some chicken, just a bit of dressing, but the dressing alone pushed it to over 600 calories. That wasn't a light meal. It was a heavy one dressed up to look clean. And that's exactly the kind of thing Cal AI catches. It's surprisingly accurate. But to be safe, we always check the ingredients after the scan, just to make sure the AI didn't miss anything hiding in the bowl. And if you want 100% accuracy, there's a barcode scanner and full food database too. That gives you full control, down to every bite. Still faster than any of those old school tracking apps. Download the app, then type in code YELLOWDUDE for 3 days free. But here's the thing. Even if your food is on point, there's another piece most people skip without knowing. The workouts are clean. The meals are decent. One night of poor sleep can spike hunger. 2 nights in a row, and your body starts hoarding fat like it's preparing for war. Recovery isn't downtime. It's where the body rewires, rebuilds, and adapts. No recovery, no change. There's this illusion that staying sore means progress, that crawling out of bed means it's working. But it's not a badge. It's a red flag. Even the strongest athletes train hard, then sleep harder. Research shows elite athletes report needing an average of 8.3 hours of sleep to feel rested, but most only get about 6.7 hours per night, leaving a significant sleep deficit for recovery and performance. So yeah, sleep like it matters, because it does. Still, progress feels slow. You check the mirror again and again. Nothing seems to change. So you wonder if it's even working. Some things take time. Not a week. Not 2. Real change needs patience. Fat loss is one of those things. You stand in front of the mirror and it messes with your head. One day it looks better, the next it doesn't. The scale? It jumps for no reason, and your mind plays games. The worst part is this: you actually did everything right. Clean food, good workouts, on point, but only for 3 weeks. Then you got bored, frustrated, tired, too slow, too hard, too boring. So you scrap it. Start over, again. New plan, new rules, new app, and the same 3 weeks pass. Same results, same story. You didn't fail because it didn't work. You failed because you didn't give it time. Consistency isn't sexy. It's not exciting. It's just what works. But even when you get that right, when training is locked in, meals are solid, and sleep is steady, something else still slips through. Something small. Something that feels harmless. Something that's easy to ignore until your progress disappears. This one hurts the most, because it's the quiet killer. The untracked handful. The post-dinner nibble. The just one that turned into 8. And here's the kicker: you don't remember doing it, but your body does. Your waist does. Snacking is where most fat loss efforts go to die. You trained hard, you ate well, then crushed 1,000 calories watching YouTube. Want to stop that cycle? Start seeing what it really adds up to. Pull out Cal-AI again. One photo, one breakdown, one reality check. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to stop pretending that snacks don't count. So now you know. It wasn't that you weren't working hard. It's that the real work was hiding in the parts you ignored. The invisible stuff. The boring stuff. The stuff no one claps for until the results show up. And they will. When the training is focused, when the food is honest, when recovery isn't treated like an afterthought, and when the late-night snack loop finally gets exposed. You don't need a 30-day challenge. You need a better lens. To see clearly what's been holding you back, and then do something about it. That's how it happens. Not overnight, but over and over, until it sticks. Now go train. Eat like it matters. Sleep like you mean it. And give it time. For once, just give it time.